Okay, Molly, flip on the, turn the power on to the autopilot. Give it 10 degrees. Okay, stand by. Okay, go the other way. Alright, I didn't get any movement. Did you get a fault error up there? What was your fault? Okay, let me shut it off. Power off.
We wanted to do a walkthrough of Terrapin. We're getting her ready for our next sailing season and thought we might get everybody just a kind of overview of the things that we're changing and adding to the boat so that we're ready for 2018. So one of the things that you saw is that Baxter was going through the boat and testing our systems, and our autopilot stopped working. So this is where the autopilot used to be, and this week's project will include replacing the autopilot, which is under his feet right here and in the lazarette, and it's going to be a major overhaul for us. We're going to add a head unit right here where the depth and sound, the depth and speed used to be, and this will be our autopilot gauge. So it'll be really nice when we're offshore and we can sit behind the enclosure and all of this comes down, of course, and we have a heater pumped in right here, and you can sit here on watch and you'll be able to sail a wind angle, but if the wind shifts and your course starts to change, you can make any kind of adjustment through the gauge, the head unit here. So we'll just replace this and we'll have depth and speed on both the chart plotter and down below. So that will be really nice. Terrapin, for everybody who doesn't know, is a 1982 Valiant 47, so she's in pretty good shape for 36 years old. But we'll show you kind of some of the other things that we've done. Let's take a walk on deck. So as a 1982, a lot of the teak is has to be varnished, like any new teak, I guess. Has to be varnished every 6 months to a year, depending on the climate and you know, if you're covered or in storage or things like that. So our door rad boxes and hatches had needed to be varnished for a while, and so we found someone here who could help us, and he suggested, and we thought it was a good idea to go ahead and get them all fiberglassed over and epoxied, and they came out looking really nice, so we're pretty happy about that. But that's a new change, and it will eliminate the amount we have to varnish every year. We also replaced some of our running rigging. This is our outhaul, and it goes across through the boom and then down into the cockpit, and then also our main sheet. So this is the outhaul and main sheet, and both of these were replaced. The main sheet controls the main sail, and then we also have the traveler. We replaced this with some really cool line we found over at Allspars, just over at QAB, and it's by Marlowe Ropes. Really cool line, so we're excited about having that. We also, right here, we're planning to go north this summer, maybe up to the Arctic, hopefully. And we're not sure what kind of anchorages we're going to find. There might be anchorages where we need to tie to shore, so we found some good line that we'll be able to tie to the bow and then to shore, and could work really well for us. This is really cool. Again, not sure about these anchorages and what kind of beaches we're going to go, but I don't think they're going to be sandy beaches like the Caribbean. So Baxter added these wheels to our dinghy, so it should be easy to land the dinghy on a rocky beach if that's what we find. And then one of the coolest things that we have that's not here, but you can see how it's going to work, is our bowsprit. We had a stainless steel bowsprit fabricated for us so that when we go downwind, the spinnaker can clip to the end of the bowsprit. When we go downwind now, we can just tack the spinnaker instead of taking it down through the sock and then raising it back up on the other side. So, super cool. We'll show you the bowsprit later. And that's about it. Pretty fun.
Getting Terrapin ready to go sailing always includes provisioning. Making sure we have enough supplies on the boat to get us through remote locations can be pretty tricky. We don't want to buy too much, but we definitely don't want to run out of food. We were fortunate that our friend Erin, who we met in Plymouth, gave me a ride to the store, which means I could buy more and not have to carry it all back to the boat. The other tricky part about provisioning can be where to store everything on the boat, but somehow we always find room. Today was definitely easier with Calla supervising from the companionway and the daily live update from the Volvo Ocean Race, currently on Leg 7 around Cape Horn, which made the time go by a little bit faster. So that's all we have for this week, but if you like the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you next week. Thanks for joining us.